First, let me thank everyone for coming today. I got an introduction to make and then an announcement on a couple of other issues. The search for the men's basketball position was a very difficult one. We had a lot of good applicants. And, came down to finding the best fit for the college, and I think bringing in Coach Baumann, he likes to be called Bucket, as I understand, and I think it comes down to finding a coach that has character and integrity in running the programs. I think Coach Bucket will come in, and I think he understands the level of success that we have here, the tradition and history of Trinity Valley. He is an individual that's driven. He has a passion for the teams that he coaches and winning. He is a tremendous recruiter, and I think that coming into our program, having Coach Furr helping him in that process, I think they're going to be able to continue to bring in some of the top players in the nation, if not even better players that we've had before. Kris brings in a great track record coming in from Kansas. It's a tough place out in Garden City to recruit, and he's done exceptionally well out there, averaging 20 wins a year. And I know that league and getting to the national tournament is a great accomplishment. Kris is one that will invest in the community and will get his athletes involved in the community. And I think above all, and I saw some pictures on Facebook where we had 3 or 4 kids graduate this year, and that's important. I think that's one of the most important things a coach can do is to see their kids through academically and make sure they're graduating. I happen to notice that Kris's dad also coaches at TVCC, baseball coach. And you said we don't have a baseball program. His dad actually coaches at Treasure Valley Community College, head baseball coach out there. So TVCC kind of will run in the family now, and you're going to be part of our family. So I'm going to let Kris speak in a minute. I have a couple other announcements. As you know, Coach Smith was also athletic director, and when he left, it kind of left us without anyone that had any experience in that area. I had thought about the possibility of having a full-time athletic director, but with the budget situation, I think we're probably looking at losing some additional state appropriations next year. I think trying to be prudent with the state resources that we receive, I think it's best to kind of delay that. So what I'm going to do on that particular position is kind of split the duties up. I'm going to have Brad Smiley function as the athletic director. He and Coach Bucket will be the associate athletic director. They're going to kind of split up the duties to their strengths. And Brad's more fundraising, PR type, and maybe Coach Baumann with the administrative. But they're going to get together and see where their strengths lie. And we're going to use Coach Furr. He's been valuable during this process, kind of there to help keep the boat going. And we're going to use him as the chair of the kinesiology department, using the strengths of all of my staff to the best of my abilities. But enough about the athletic department. I know you were anxious to hear from Coach Bucket and what he plans to do. So, thank you.
First of all, I'm not the greatest public speaker, so excuse me. First thing, I'm very excited to be here. It's a great opportunity for me. It's a great opportunity Dr. Forkey is presented with myself, and I'm very excited. The other thing I want to say, first thing is, I'm taking over probably after 2 guys are going to be in the Athletic Hall of Fame. Coach Spencer, obviously, he already is, and I think Pat Smith will be in the Hall of Fame. So I've got big shoes to fill. I understand that. Coach Smith did a wonderful job with discipline, running the program, and doing those things, and we're going to continue to do those things. The other thing that was the most important thing to me was recruiting Coach Furr to stay. That was the biggest thing I had to do, and I didn't have to twist his arm very hard. So I'm really excited about having him, continue to work with our basketball program because he's a tremendous recruiter, and obviously he's been here a long time. We ate at Julio's Fish and Chips today. The chicken was great. So I met the guy down there. He's a big basketball supporter. So, you know, everybody's been real friendly. I got here this morning. I think every coach came by the basketball office. We're getting new carpet in there, as I understand. Thank goodness. So there's some stuff in there, I think, from way back when we were looking at some of the storage closets. I think that somebody was a pack rat at some time. So we've got a lot of cleaning to do and everything else. But the most important thing, to be honest with you, is recruiting. I mean, I had a recruiting meeting before I come over here. That's going to be the biggest part. We've got a big job. We've got to recruit a lot of kids, and I understand, you know, they've got to be the right kind of kids. They've got to fit what Trinity Valley's looking for. The biggest thing I can tell you about me is the kids are going to be respectful. I'm not going to tell you they're going to go to every class. I'm not going to tell you they're going to get straight A's, but they'll be respectful. That's the only thing I can promise you. When they're on campus, they will be respectful to people. So that's one thing I strive on. I think that's very important. And we've had kids that have been very successful that way. So I left, to be honest with you, I left a very special place. I coached at Garden City 7 years, and it was hard for me to leave. And it had to be the right situation. It had to be a situation where I really thought you could win a national championship, and I think you can do that here. So those are kind of my goals. Like I said, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about the opportunity, but, you know, like I said, I've got big shoes to fill. They've had 2 coaches in the last 50 years, so, you know, and the 2 guys were very, very good coaches. So, like I said, we've got a lot of things we got to get accomplished. My wife is still working in Garden City. She's trying to get a job. She's an accountant. She's my everything, to be honest with you. So, she feeds the kids at Thanksgiving and takes care of them. So. She was also the cheerleading coach out of Garden City. She's going to kind of retire from doing that, so I'm going to try to get her out here as fast as I can. Coach Wolf's here today. Coach Wolf is going to be my coaching assistant. He's going to be the guy that lives with the kids in the dorms. He's a very good recruiter. He's been with me for 2 years. He comes from a very good basketball family. So, and then, like I said, I've got Coach Furr as well. So I'm very excited about the opportunity here. So, any questions? Thanks. Anything else, Dr. Ford, you want me to address?
I guess not.
Thank you. Like I said, I appreciate it. I'm happy I'm here, so thank you.